Hello YouTube, Totalhenry here, and I'm back with another fan art video. I'm doing a big one this time, Eyeshield 21. I love Eyeshield 21, one of my favorite sports mangas of all time, and I have a lot of fan art, so I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible. Starting off is this is from volume 1, when Sen first tries on the uniform. It's okay, the legs are kind of skinny, there's not a lot of shadings, it looks very flat, but it's okay. Next is an image of Yoshi Hiruma, the quarterback for the Devil Bats, and this is when he, I think, is pointing at like the subway car in chapter 1, telling Sen to like jump in. So this is from early on in the series. He's a very hard character to draw, and I don't think this came out all that well. This is when Sen first scored a touchdown against the Cupids, I believe, at the end of the first volume. You can see he's holding the ball the wrong way, and anyone that knows football knows you don't hold the ball that way. I don't know, it's okay, it's not that great. Again, his legs are way too skinny. Here is a picture, this was from the end of the first volume, sort of an action pose of Sen. You know, slightly better than the previous ones. I focused a lot on the helmets, trying to get all the lines right. The hand looks a little bit weird, sort of melds into the ball. But yeah. Then this is a picture of, let me try to get this name right, Riku Karatini? I'm butchering that, but he is Sen's, they say Big Brother is the one who taught Sen to run. He plays for the gunman. He looks like Toshiro Hitsugaya from Bleach a little bit. I didn't do such a good job drawing this. I think his hair had a lot more spikes, but it's okay. This is just another picture of Sen. I drew a lot of pictures of just the football helmets just because I think the helmets were the coolest part, and I love the design on the helmets of the Devil Bats logo. This is, I think, when Sen makes his first appearance at like a game. There's like this dramatic pose, and the wings on the helmet should be a little bit bigger, but other than that, it's like it's not one of my favorites. Here's a dramatic picture of Sen walking through smoke, and just the proportions are off a lot. I remember working really hard on this. I think the head is a little bit too long. The body is also really long. I tried to shade it a lot, but it didn't turn out that well. This is just a picture of the helmet. It's not that good. Here's a picture of Hiruma again in this helmet. That came out really badly just because the face mask guard is not covering his face, and I don't think I put a lot of time into it. And then this is the lineman Kurita. That came out a little bit better, but still not that good. Here's a full color one of Sen trying to do an action pose here. I think the helmet came out alright, but the body looks a little bit weird. It's not that good, and the speed lines don't really add much of an effect to it. Okay, this is a really bad picture. This is a picture of Sen trying to run the 40-yard dash. I clearly spent about 2 seconds on that. This is a much better one. I think this, I forgot what game, but Sen had just crossed into the end zone. I like this one a little bit more. I think the helmet came out better. I tried to show the sweat on the glass of the helmet as opposed to on the skin. But I don't know, looking at it again, the eyes feel incomplete just because they're not inked like everything else. But overall, this is a much better one. I put details on the helmet right there, like the little crosses right here. I tried to add some detail right there. I think that came out nice, that little touch. This is a picture of Sen again trying on his uniform, looking at the ball. I think this was when the Hiruma was telling him, look, this is how you have to hold the ball. I don't know, this is starting to get a little bit better. The legs don't look as skinny and as flat. The shading's a little bit better. The body proportions are a little bit better. Just a bunch of images. This is Sen thanking everybody that we can all work hard, trying to pretend like he's a Notre Dame football hero. This is Shin, and then this is Hiroma catching a pass, kind of a cool pose that I wanted to quickly sketch. Sort of a page of quick sketches. Some more quick sketches here of Sen trying to juke somebody out. And then, I believe that is Shin trying to run for a damn zone. He looks like he has a really goofy smile on his face. But just quick little sketches here and there. This one didn't come out that well because like the head is way too wide. Kind of like the expression on his face, but other than that, head is way too wide. Okay, this is actually a pretty good one. This is Manta, the ace wide receiver for the Devil Bats. I really like this one. I think I captured his character pretty well. The hair looks good. Yeah, I don't really see anything too bad about that. We're starting to get into the much better pieces of fan art, like this one right here. I really like. I don't know, maybe the body's a little bit off. Right here looks a little bit weird, like it looks like his legs aren't really connected to his torso. Maybe that's just me, but I like this a lot. I don't usually draw Sen's face, and his hair is really tough to draw, but I think I did it justice here. He's also wearing a different uniform than the usual one. Nothing else to say here. I do like this one a lot. This is just a picture of the Devil Bat logo, which I really like. I think it's really funny. It's kind of cool. This is a picture of Manta crying. I think this one also came out pretty nicely. I like drawing these emotional poses, and I like drawing people either really angry or really sad. I don't know why, that's just something that I like. I think, yeah, this is probably Sen. I like this one. There's probably something else in the way over here, like another person that I didn't want to draw, so that's why it looks incomplete. I like it. I like the helmet. I think that came out really nicely. I like the shading on the arm. All in all, I just really like this one. Kind of a cool pose. This looks like an earlier picture I did from some, but I think this is from later on in the series. And as you can tell, I'm getting better at drawing these characters. A lot of shading, a lot of work went into this one. I added some text, which might have ruined it. But yeah, really like it. Maybe this arm is a little off, like that little bump right there, but other than that, I think this one came out nicely. Here's another good one. Yoshi Hiruma, holding this helmet. I don't know, maybe his body's a little too small disproportionately, and I probably could have put more lines into his hair, made his hair look a little bit better, but overall, I really like this one. I like the hand holding the helmet. I just like drawing football helmets. I think they're fun and cool to draw. I like the wrinkles on the shirt and how it looks like number 1 is not, it's not going straight down, it's a little bit wrinkled. I think that's a nice touch right there. What is this one? This is just one I did at school. I was bored, so I drew a helmet. Not much to say about that. This is kind of a weird one. I think I did this with no reference whatsoever. I just sort of drew the helmet, and then I think this is in pen, colored, like only colored in the helmet, but then I don't know. It's kind of weird. Is that? Yeah, that is pencil. It's interesting. I think the body leaves a lot to be desired. What is this one? Okay, just a bunch of images. Sen in his helmet. I like the way that came out. Again, I like drawing football helmets. Oh, and right here, these two characters right here, this is from the cover of Eyeshield 2114, volume 14, you can look it up. They're playing the Poseidons. I forget, what is this character's name? I don't know it. Yeah. Yeah, but I forget his name. He was sort of the ace on the Poseidon, and there's Sen. They're charging up. Um, yeah, just Google Eyeshield 21, Volume 14. It's one of the best cover arts I've ever seen, and that will tell you what I was trying to draw. He's running through some smoke. Next image, just another thing I drew during class. Came out a little too square. I like the shading on it, very dramatic. It's whatever. This is on the back of a math worksheet. Just a little helmet. I think that came out nicely. And this is one of the really, really good ones, if I do say so myself. I forget when the manga this is, but very dramatic pose. Worked really hard on the shading here. Maybe this arm is a little bit off. I like the light coming off of his helmet. Maybe the clouds and the ground, I probably could have put more details into it, but I really, really like this drawing. I think this came out nicely. And then finally, I saved the best for last. I think this was from a cover volume. I forget which cover. In the original illustration I was copying from, he had like his hand right here, but I took it out just because I couldn't draw that. I spent a long time coloring this. I like the different colors, the blue in this helmet. I like the shading I did on his jersey, especially right here by the shoulder pad. I think this came out really, really nicely, and I like this. And that is it for another fan art video. I will have more. And please remember to like the videos down below and subscribe to see more amazing art like this.